Hello everybody! Summer is finally here! We have July, which means that academic year is officially over. Which means that I am officially second year drama school student. I absolutely loved this year, it was amazing, but we all felt that we are waiting for summer, we want summer to be here. And all of my friends were talking about all of the amazing stuff that they are going to do over the summer. Euro trips, trips to America, China, traveling the world in a van. And I was just standing there, listening to them, being like, I really don't want this summer to approach, because my summer destination is London. Not even London, my summer destination is Sidcup. Have you ever heard of Sidcup? Exactly. I need to stay here for all the summer because I need to save up as much money as I can, and apparently second year is going to be crazy and we'll have no time to work at all, and as I am supporting myself fully, it will be a hard summer. And I was quite depressed, I must admit that, because I'm just after an amazing year in a drama school, when you're finally doing what you love and what you want to do, you don't want to spend 3 months just working as a waitress, slowly dying inside, because this is what I'm doing with every day at my work. I'm not complaining because it is a good work, it pays me well, the people are great, but I'm still dying inside. So I wasn't happy, and when I was thinking about that, I was getting a bit disappointed with life in general. But then I went to Amsterdam. I went to see a play at the Holland Festival, and you can I recorded all my trip and I vlogged about the play and about the venue and about the festival. You can check it out over there or over there. I never remember where this pops out. One of those two corners. It 100% changed my perspective. I never realized before what a cool idea it is to be a part of a theatre summer festival. And even if you're stuck in London, you can still do so many cool, amazing stuff over this summer. And now, when I think about it, I'm a bit less depressed because I found a really cool events that will be happening over the summer in London, and all of them are like performing arts, music, theatre, and a lot of them are for free, so I can just go there and enjoy myself. So I prepared a selection of theatre connected festivals and events that will be happening over the summer in London. So if you are in the same situation as I am, so you're stuck here, you can as well enjoy yourself taking part in some theatre event. We can start, and I am really boiling, so I will take this shirt off. Let's start with Greenwich+Docklands International Festival. It started on 23rd of June and it will be finishing on 8th of July. This festival, it is like a breeze of fresh air. You can find there theatre, circus, performing art, music, puppetry, acrobatics, dance, visual art, live exhibition, and all of it is happening in Greenwich and Docklands. All of it is outdoor, so most of the attractions are for free, but some of them that are paid are not too much. They're like £5–10 pounds, so the pricing is still very good. Brilliant for families, and because it's so visually beautiful and advanced, you don't even need to speak the language to understand what is out there. Performers are from all around the globe, and I do really mean it. And I went to see only one performance there so far, but I'm definitely going to. Why someone is calling me now? The one show that I was able to see was a live art theatre something in between. I don't know how to call it, but it is probably because it was so weird for my European mindset. It was a company from South Korea. They are called Sumbi and they are from Seoul. The show was called The Border of the Water, The Song of the Wind. Just to tell you very quickly about what it was. So it was like a huge tube full of water in the middle of the stage. I mean, it was outside, and actually it was in the Greenwich Park. In the background you had Canary Wharf and the view from all the city, and it was sunset. It was absolutely like, it added so much to the atmosphere of the show. But the show itself, it was like a huge tube full of water, and there was this girl who was she was just doing dances there, and she looked like a mermaid, and it was absolutely stunning. And there was live traditional Korean music, and then there was this guy who kind of had interaction with her. He was playing his flute and she was reacting to it under the water. I have no idea how much of it was improvised, how much of it was choreographed, but it created this magical atmosphere, and you were just standing there and you didn't know what to do because you felt like in a fairy tale. Beautiful. International Youth Arts Festival, Kingston. It is one of the largest and most diverse youth arts festivals in the world. It runs from 8th of July until the 17th of July, so straight from the Greenwich+Docklands International Festival you can jump into this one. It is a world-class fringe event, and they are showcasing over 200 performances, and all of them were made and are produced and performed by young artists under 27 years old. So I put on my shirt because actually I got a bit cold again. There are plenty of reasons why going to this festival is a good idea, but for me there's one which is really important. A lot of people consider theatre to be outdated, to be stiff, to be boring, and here you have a living proof that theatre is everything but those things. You have a huge amount of young people who want to make art, they want to make sure that art is contemporary, is relevant, and it's modern. Open air theatre. It is not a festival or some kind of special event. It is happening every single year once the weather turns nice in the summer, and until the end of September they are just opening it up and performing different various plays. It's in the middle of Regent's Park, which is in the centre, but it is some kind of like brilliantly created that it is just in the it feels like in the middle of forest, enormous trees, bushes and bushes and you know, flowers and everything. It feels so summery and it feels so good. You can bring your own food and drinks, which already is a good reason to go. In terms of the production itself, you know, it's nothing like, you don't really get that festival feeling, but because it's outside, it's an amazing surrounding, it is really worth checking out. And it feels like just a perfect city break, honestly. The Latitude Festival, which runs from 13th of July until the 16th of July. And it is mostly a music festival, and a lot of people go there to enjoy various stages. I think it has like 6 or 5 different stages. Each of them has a bit of different kind of music. So if you're a music fan, this is a perfect destination. But at the same time, it has a brilliant theatre stage, and it established itself as a really good quality and strong performing space. It is somewhere in between half an hour and an hour drive from London, so it is still quite close. If you are enjoying yourself at the Latitude Festival, please don't forget to pop in for a second into a theatre. If you like it, you can stay. If you don't like it, you just go. And I like how easygoing that is, without any, you know, you must dress up nicely and go and watch the performance and love it. No. If you like it, you stay. If you don't like it, you go. Next one is the Underbelly. I'm going to talk about the Underbelly Festival, but actually the Underbelly runs throughout the year. They've got different events and festivals happening, but have you ever been on the Southwark and saw this huge violet, what is this, purple is the colour, purple cow that lies kind of off its back and has this like kind of whatever cow has over there, just pointing up to the air. This is Underbelly. Over the summer it opens up for the festival, full of performances from various fields. It has a bit of like a quirkiness added to it because it's specified in comedy, in burlesque, in drag, in circus, just to give you a bit of a you know, just to get your mind around it. One of the performances I really want to see, it's something called Shit-Faced Shakespeare. It is made by the Magnificent Bastard Productions, and it is basically what I just said, Shit-Faced Shakespeare. This year they play Romeo and Juliet. Actors get totally drunk, almost so drunk they can't really walk straight, and then they try to play Shakespeare. This is the kind of stuff you get there. But I think for summer, so much entertainment, so enjoyable, so brilliant, and not even mentioning all of the amazing food courts they got around there. You can get just everything that is somehow connected to alcohol in Underbelly, which I do really appreciate. River Stage at the National Theatre. It runs from the 28th of July until the 28th of August, and the best thing about it, it's all free. It's just next to the National Theatre, South Bank, very close to Underbelly, and it runs different music, dance, circus, theatre. It got as well the open air cinema, which I think is a very nice touch, and you can just go there, grab a drink from one of the bars and sit there and spend as much time as you want. It opens up around like 1 or 2 p.m. and it closes like around, you know, midnight, so it is, you know, it is a whole day of you enjoying yourself. Last thing about the River Stage, it will be great for families because there are plenty of like workshops. You know, you can leave your kid to enjoy yourself there and you can have a pint. The last but not least, Camden Fringe. On my list it is the last one simply because it opens up the 31st of July and closes 27th of August, I think, so it's the last one in terms of no chronological order. There's not much I can say about Fringe. If you have never heard of Theatre Fringe before, basically it's they're just companies, like small companies and independent theatre makers that are going there and showing their work. All of it is very cheap and you have just plenty of performances. It will gather 22 venues, over 270 productions, which means there will be around 1,000 of performances in total. And it is in Camden. Camden is North London, very rebellious borough. You can find everything in Camden. Camden is a bit scary at the same time because if you like go inside Camden, you can end up in the really weird places, but it is a perfect place for Fringe, I must say. It's a brilliant destination if you're living in London. It just, you know, even if you're living very down south, it is just like 20 minutes on the tube to Camden, and Camden is a brilliant place anyway. I think it is one of the biggest one in UK. Of course, the biggest one is Edinburgh Fringe. And speaking of the devil, Edinburgh Fringe, I'm not going to describe it to you because it is so far away, and if you're stuck in London, it will be so difficult to actually spare you know, a week or 2 weeks to go to Edinburgh, because going there for like 2 days doesn't really make much sense. Biggest art event in the world. The performances are spread over almost 300 venues. There are like 3,000 productions, which means that there are around 50,000 performances. People from all around the globe are taking part in it. Unfortunately, I would not be able to go there myself because it is quite pricey. You know, can you imagine 50,000 performances in total over 3 weeks? So many people that are just performing are going to be there. So Edinburgh is full booked months in advance. If, for example, you're living close by, or if you have family in Edinburgh and you have opportunity, do go and see it, because it is undeniably, I hope that the word like this really exists in English. It's the best theatre event that is happening definitely in Europe, probably in the world. That's all what I have for you today. I hope that I gave you a bit of like a spectrum of what is happening and you will use some of this knowledge to enjoy yourself over the summer. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm working hard to make them as interesting as I possibly can, because it is a plenty of information to take on and I don't want it to sound like a lecture. If you have any comments, if you think I could improve something in the way I'm making my videos, please let me know. You can send me an email or you can comment in the comment box below. Of course, everything that I've said today will be nicely written in the description box. It is so easy and so much fun to explore theatre during the summer period. And it is really easy to get the bug. I really hope you will join me in the rest of my videos and see you again very soon.